Hello, everybody watching this on Pitchside, the new way to watch the Aunz League. Let's recap what happened last week. You can see where the standings are right now. A bunch of teams 1-0, a bunch of teams 0-1. We got Hamilton at the bottom, Auckland all the way up here at the top. And we had a bunch of surprises there. Look at the stat sheet. Immortal dominating. Element doing good. How about both Hobart players being in the top 5? What a performance there week 1 from them. Look at the bottom. Look at Broccoli Bot still getting acclimated into the league. We have our offensive player of the week. We have our awards for week 1. And we have some new guys and some returning guys. We have Immortal with the offensive player of the week award. We no longer are doing the voting thing. Well, we are, but we're not like we're not doing finalists anymore. We're just putting in who won what. Because it was extra, right? You didn't get an award, or we weren't counting finalists or anything. It was just like, okay, well, these guys did pretty good, but that guy's the winner. So now we're just ignoring all that and showing you who won the voting and who got the awards. So Immortal, 7 goals, 1 assist, 8 shots. He is the offensive player of the week for the first time ever. And then we have your defensive player of the week, Newbot, with 5 saves, 2 goals a lot. I believe that is his 4th defensive player of the week award. And then the play of the week by Bribblebot and Rafa. And we will show you that, and that is both of their second awards. And of course, we have to get into now the schedule for this week. We already played these ones over here, and now we're on to week 2. It starts with right there. We got Sydney at Adelaide. Adelaide coming off that overtime loss to Brisbane. Sydney coming off the massive loss to Tauranga. Both teams 0-1. The winner of that game will get their first win on the season. Then we had the next game, Brisbane and Perth. So Brisbane, they took the overtime win against Adelaide. Perth managed to tie the game within the last minute, but then Christchurch pulled away with 2 goals in the final 20 seconds, I believe it was, to win that one. So Perth is 0-1, Brisbane 1-0, but both teams had very close finishes in their games. Then Wellington and Gold Coast. Gold Coast got dominated. Meanwhile, Wellington managed to win convincingly by 2 goals against the reigning champions Melbourne. And these teams played last year in the final week, and it resulted in an overtime victory for Wellington. We'll see if Gold Coast has some revenge. Okay, Hobart and Hamilton is next. Hamilton was a disappointment. They got demolished by Auckland, but Hobart was able to demolish Gold Coast. Can Worm return to his MVP form, or will Hobart get their second win of the season? Let's head to the next one. Melbourne at Christchurch. This is going to round up our AUNZ Pitchside coverage. Melbourne came off a loss to Wellington, 4-2. I mean, Wellington just beat them fair and square. It wasn't really a terrible game for Melbourne. They just looked a bit outmatched, to be honest, by Wellington, as they were able to outpace them in the long run. And then Christchurch, who managed to take a win over Perth in the final minute. So yeah, that's going to be what you got on Pitchside. And then, of course, for your Psionics game of the week, which will not be shown on Pitchside, we have Tauranga at Auckland. Tauranga had a great performance week 1 to beat Sydney. Element, played amazing. And then, of course, you have Immortal and Auckland, who played incredible against Hamilton and the reigning MVP Worm. So you saw the top 2 point scorers get beat by this season's current top 2 point scorers. Both of them rookies, Element and Immortal. That should be an insanely great matchup there. to watch those two go head-to-head early on in the season. There you have it. Now, we're going to kick it down to the pitch side to see all the action. Hobart 1-0. We're looking for a rebound game from Worm, last season's MVP. But oh no, it's Rafa! Early goal, 7 seconds in. Getting control and sending it right over Brocklybot. It was a disappointment last week. Melbourne 0-1, Christchurch 1-0. That one's going to be pinched around the middle. Stick now has a chance to get possession. That's just going to be sitting. Brisbane. And here we go, another centered ball. And this time, it's still bouncing there. It's sitting there. And Cryo with a reverse goal. And, oh, let's go. That one going off the post, I believe it was, and then slammed in by Skybot. Doing anything to score that goal into the net. And now a face-off goal is going to be here for Sydney. And it's tied 1-1. I mean, that's just one Borg bottom his prime. Pinching it right into the net. Cryo was not ready for that. What's going on there with Bumblebee? I don't know. I'm just going to send that one down. And hopefully Bumblebee's going to be there to put it in. Give me assist. Let's go. Bumblebee scores, assisted by Delta's World. Let that go down. One Borg's going to hit it. Penguin Bot now. And that's a goal for Penguin Bot. And Sydney has a 2-1 lead. One Borg with the pass. And here we go. Beast from the East with boost. Gets it around. Beast from the East scores. And Christchurch is going to score first. A beautiful play there. And a bump from Brocklybot. Great bumping. But now Bribblebot taking it through and in. 2-0 lead for Hobart. Some bumping action, but Bribblebot takes it all the way through. What is he doing? One Borg is stuck, but Cryo scores. Oh my goodness. One Brocklybot hits it the other way. Rafa's right there to keep it down. Rafa's going to take a shot. That thing's looping slowly towards the net and in. A rainbow from Rafa that just goes straight into the net. One Borg on the faceoff. That one's pinching back towards their net once again. Can Cryo save it? No, and it's another faceoff goal for Bottomus Prime. That's centered. And it's a beautiful center from Bumblebee. And it's 3-0. Wellington has the chemistry. And there goes Worm. That one's bouncing towards the net. And it's going to be a goal. Worm gets on the board. It's 3-1. A pinch off of Bribblebot straight into the net. Gets past Cryo. Bottomus Prime. Gets it in. It's going to be... Now they both have boost, and now they're ready to set up their offense here. But, oh! Bumblebee goes straight into the net. Aerial. And it's 4-0. Just an incredible shot from Bumblebee there. Off the post in. Cryo with a tap, but it's right for Penguin Bot, actually. Penguin Bot going aerial for... And that one's cleaned up by Delta's World. And bump it. Atlas is there to control it. But no, Stick gets the goal. Oh, but here it comes. It's pretty centered. And Filamentbot's going to clean it up. The first goal of the game. And Brisbane has a 1-0 lead. Pinched. Going towards the net. It's hanging there. And Worm
Somehow
scores.
that doesn't
It's a
go
one-goal
in.
game. Great defensive stand. But here comes Bumblebee. But here comes Bumblebee. His four. Here comes Bottomus Prime. Off the wall. Here comes Cryo. No, it's One Borg. A bump. What's going on? One Borg finds the net. And it's 3-5 Adelaide. A bit of bumping on their own side. Bottomless Prime hits Penguin Bot and one Borg. Cleans up the open goal. And here comes Bumblebee. He's going to put that one right into the net. He's got his hat trick. He's got a playmaker. He's got a hat trick. What can he not do? And here comes Aether. Oh, and a little bit of help from Filament. And it's in. Aether scores in the clutch moments again. And it's tie game. He bumps it up. Filament tried to stop it, and instead he helped it go over Wildfire. So a little bit of help from Filament. And Aether has tied the game. And here we go. The face-off. That's going to get sent down. 20 seconds. Could this be a goal? No, because Bumblebee does a great job there. Oh, but it still could be. And it will be. Skybot finds the net. Bumblebee shoots that one into the wall and then right to Skybot. Delta goes high, but he actually just misses it. It's been a little while since there's been a goal. And here comes Cryo. Sending that one towards the net. Bottomless Prime couldn't react. And it's a one. Now it's going to bounce. And it's going to go. And it's, a savior for Molten. But, what Delta scores? What just happened? His left time's going to run out here. Here we go. One last chance. St. Peter's going to go up to try and ice the game. And he'll do so. Melbourne holds on to a 2-1 victory. They get their first win of the season. Worm off the crossbar. That was their golden opportunity. He's got another though. Towards the net. Rafa can't stop it. 3 goals in a row. Gosh, Penguin Bot can't do anything with that. Cryo though, centers it for him. And Penguin Bot, smart decision. And there we go. Delta just weaving through. And it stopped. And here we go. Wildfire on a breakaway. And that's game. Back-to-back overtime victories for Brisbane. And Perth loses another game in the dire moments. It's a 2-1 victory for Brisbane. Wildfire seals it. And just like that, Brisbane will be 2-0. Perth will be 0-2. And he goes through again! And he does it again! Weaving through! One Borg always struggles to find boost. Delta's gonna get that centered. He's gonna shoot it himself for another one. Ribblebot, but here comes Worm! Over him! Worm on net! That's game! 4 unanswered goals! And Hamilton completes the comeback. They were down 0-3. And now they've got the goal to win in overtime. A 4-3 victory. Incredible stuff from Worm. The comeback hero Worm just showed you why they were able to make the playoffs last year and why he was the MVP. And that one's centered. And it's another one for Delta. He's got his 9th goal and that one's going to be sent on net. Saved by one Borg. And that'll end the game. Sydney taking a 7-4 victory. They're 2-0. Bottomless Prime back to his normal form. And Bumblebee misses the net. And Delta can't put it in. Here comes Bumblebee. That's going to be high. Delta tries to get it over, but Skybot is there. And here comes Delta. Oh, it's another one! And Bumblebee will get the assist. And it's 13-1. And Delta has 10 goals on the game. I believe this is a new AUNZ record right here for goals in a game. What a performance. A 1500 score. A game unlike any other for Delta. And now he's going to spike it down. And it's game. Wellington dominates to a 13-1 victory. Ten goals for Delta's World. A score of 1500. It's a new AUNZ record, I do believe.